Hey, it's Paul from howtoplaybassdotcom. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at a nice, easy bass line. It's Spirits in the Material World by The Police. Bass was played by Sting, of course. There's only two sections to this tune we need to learn. We need to learn the kind of the riff, which is fairly straightforward, and then we need to learn the chorus. Again, fairly straightforward parts. There is a slight variation after chorus 2 as a little 4 or 5 bar interlude where there's a bit of harmonic variety, but it's a pretty simple song to learn, so it's perfect for beginners. When I was learning a long time ago, too many years ago to say, I learnt by playing along to records of The Police, and the thing that learning The Police's bass lines is really good for is there's a lot of offbeat and off-rhythm stuff going on. I mean, they had a very heavy kind of reggae vibe going on in a lot of their stuff. So there's a lot of lines like this one where there's space in the line, you're not playing on the downbeat, and it really helps you, really helps hone your rhythmic precision. So these tunes, as well as being quite simple, actually do double duty when you learn them. They really enhance your perception of rhythm and where the beats are, because you've got to know where one is, and then the 2-bar riff, groove, whatever you want to call it, doesn't start playing till the end of beat 2. So although it's a simple little tune, it's quite a good one to learn. I always enjoyed playing it too. So that's what we're going to learn today. Before we get started with that 2-bar riff, if you're not already a subscriber to my free monthly easy, click the link underneath the video, head over to my website and go and subscribe. As a thank you for subscribing, you'll get a sequence of song tutorials in PDF and video format, and then every month there's a free song tutorial, again video and PDF format. Just the cost of your email gets access to this, and only people who are subscribed get access to this material. It's all exclusive material. So go and do that, and then come back here and we'll get cracking with the intro. Okay, Spirits in the Material World. Just heard it being played through with a backing track. Slowed down a little bit, so hopefully you can see what's going on, but still hear in context what's happening. Starts off with the intro and then the verse, and the intro and the verses use a 2-bar pattern that repeats over and over. You play through the 2-bar pattern 4 times for the intro and 8 times for the verse, and it sounds something like this. Notice that there's a big chunk of space at the start of the pattern, a beat and a half. I'm going to play it a couple of times again. This time I'm going to play it's in A. I'm going to play A on the downbeat where it's not played, so you can get all the notes in relation to the beat. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should be able to hear the kind of the melody in the riff, if you like, or the melodic shape of the riff, and that downbeat that I gave you, that A on the downbeat, which you leave out. And so if we're leaving out, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's the big challenge in this riff, is leaving that. It's a beat and a half of space. The first note, which is also an A, comes in on the and of beat 2. So let's go through the notes. First bar is just got A and C. A, the 5th fret of the E string, C, the 3rd fret of the A string. So it's A, C, 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 A. And then the second bar, G, G, A, E, G, G, 3rd fret of the E string, A, 5th fret of the E string. So G, G, A. then open E and G. So I'm going to play it really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. So that's the pattern played really slowly. As I said, the first bar is A and C. A, C, 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 A. The second bar is G, G, A, E, G. And that's just played over and over. So start off playing it slowly, use a metronome so you can keep track of that downbeat at the first bar of the pattern, and then you play on the and of beat 2. So final time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. Etc. So let's move on to the next part, which is a little more straightforward. It's the chorus. You just heard the chorus being played with the backing track. It's fairly straightforward. We'll go through the notes first, and then we'll go through how it's constructed. It starts on D, 5th fret of the A string, C, D, 3rd and 5th frets of the A string, C, D, E, F, G. 5th fret of the A string for D, E, F, G, 2nd, 3rd and 4th frets of the D string, of course, and then you finish with a C and a D. Now, the first time through this pattern, you play, but then the second time through, that D at the end of, on the and of beat 4 serves the same purpose as the D on the downbeat the first time. So the first time, listen to the difference. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you get is the first time through you have D on the downbeat, but the second time through you drop that because the D is kind of pushed forward half a beat and actually ends up in the 2-bar pattern. And that just repeats. On the last time through, you don't play that last D, you finish on the C, so it'd be, and then you come back in with the riff. Now, if that sounds a little confusing, go back and listen to the little play-along section I just did, and cross-reference with the original Police version, and you should clearly hear what's going on. Notes are fairly simple, fairly straightforward to put together. One more section we need to look at, which is chorus 2, which is almost identical, but there's a little kind of tag onto it, or out of it, which just gives us a bit of harmonic variety in the song. So let's go look at chorus 2. You just heard chorus 2 being played with the slowed down backing track. So it starts off as before, and again as we learnt in chorus 1. And it's not till the end of this figure here we get a sustained D, then we get E to F, then we get G to A, 5th and 7th frets of the D string. Then we get G, and then we get a bar we play, which is F, E, D, C, B, F and D, 3rd and 2nd frets of the, F and E, 3rd and 2nd fret of the D string, D at the 5th fret of the A string, C and B 3rd and 2nd fret of the A string, of course. And then we're back into a section which again uses the basic verse chord progression, and you could go straight back into that riff there, but there's a 2-bar transition that leads from the section with the sustained notes to the riff again, where you play something like, so you're going to play A, C, A, G, A, E, G. So it's kind of similar, but it's less rhythmic, and the whole pattern works really well. And then after that, you come out of that pattern and then go into that riff again over the kind of the little synthy bits that's going on. So those are the parts of the song. Pretty straightforward. After we get back into that riff, it goes back into the chorus, and on the original, the chorus repeats and repeats and fades out. So which is just the section we've already done. So it's a pretty straightforward tutorial on this one. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next tutorial.